Well, that's good. I'm just preparing for the next clan war. You know how it goes. Hey, so listen, me and some of the elders have been chatting, and as you know, two of the core tenets of this clan have always been honesty and accountability. When I was serving in the military, I always wanted my commanding officer to hold me accountable. You know, he'd tell me, hey, you can't play with the bodies of our enemies like marionettes to make the troops laugh, especially in front of a reporter of the New York freaking Times. But anyway, in that same vein, I have to hold you accountable. In the last 2 weeks, your donation rate has dropped 70%. You haven't participated in a single clan war. Well, it's an issue because we're at capacity. You know, I have buddies in the military who are born killers. They literally get off to killing and outsmarting the enemy, and you're taking their spot. Well, I understand your daughter's in the hospital, but you know what I did when my daughter was in the hospital? I still won the clan war. Hey, bud, how you doing?
First of all, how funny is that? Infinity, our co-leader, the leader of Savage Elite when we merged, sent me that video, and holy smokes, I was so relatable to that. I've said stuff along those lines in the past, and oh my gosh, it's just so accurate. Being a military affiliated leader in the Clash of Clans, it's like, I don't care what's going on. You never miss a CWL attack. I was the same way in Clash Royale. You would ward, 4 days in a row, and if you ever missed your hits, and when I was a leader, I was pissed. I was livid. I feel the same way about Clash. If you are missing, if you're missing your hits in War or CWL, we're obviously not a priority. So, yeah, it's hilarious. I love that clip. It was so funny. I'm going to try and find more of those as we go through, and, hopefully my AI and recommended feeds for me find more of those, because that was hilarious. So, yeah, we are going to roll into another war recap. Like I said earlier, we are slowly but surely adding on to our win streak. This time was against Austriax, which is a very, very, very good team. They had a very good hit rate against us. Their warlog is very impressive. Their last loss was over a month ago, and it was only by one base, so 1 star. And then other than that, it looks like they had a little rough time like 48 days ago and throughout the rest of the last year and a half. But recently, this meta is just insane. I don't know, yeah, 45, 45, 45, and then a 20v war. A little sus there. Interesting. Anyway, great clan. Their champs won. Both hit rates were insane. We ended up swagging like 15. Oh no, we swagged like 40 hits. 30. No, not 40. Obviously, it was like 30. It was like 27 to 30 hits is what we swagged. I mean, we had a very good hit rate. A lot of the team were, just there to represent. Tons of 12 packs, and I got to check in with Ka. I haven't heard from Ka in a little bit. He was, super active, and then he's missed the last 3 wars. But it says that he was logged on recently, so I'm not sure what's going on. I was late to the fight on this war, so I attacked the low-hanging fruit. I just wanted to get some stars to boost onto my profile for this war, because by the time I actually checked in, it was already I think those were the last 4 bases anyway. So I got lucky with just getting those 4 bases. But yeah, as always, we're going to show off Ghost raids. They're just so OP. I love watching his raids. He's so methodical, and he's prepping. He's got tournaments coming up, so he's going to be trying to put in some work. And he's going to be doing some good things, whether that's in just Ordinary or wherever he's going to be for... man, how unfortunate is that spiky ball that it went around the outside? Very unfortunate. I'll answer that for you. Very unfortunate. So I will say there's another thing that you can kind of look out for right now is the enemy CC. A lot of people are using Inferno Drag and Ice Golem. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but as long as you get your Queen or your RC inside with the rest of those troops, like right now Ghost is doing the Root Rider attack. If you're able to get something that can take out that Inferno Drag, then that's the way you need to do it. It is a little annoying because that Inferno Drag will tear apart those Root Riders. So something to get that Inferno Drag off of everyone, which isn't too hard. You just got to make sure that you funnel properly and get your heroes into the core with the rest of the army. So little bit of tidbit of information there. Ghost, just obviously such an insane hitter. He's going to do great things this year, and I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, as a matter of fact, let's just go ahead and show his next raid too. Oh, that's the same raid. Let's see. Let's show the same, or the first one that he did. Or was it the same base? It was not the same base. All right. So, yeah, guys, I'm super excited about that last video that I posted about all the different bases to use. I highly recommend a lot of those bases. There's the one that I haven't tested. I'm a little iffy on just because of the layout and how compact it is, especially with the meta of the RC Sparky Boot. So I can't hold true to that one, but I can strongly say that those other bases are good. You're gonna get a lot of 1 stars, anti 3 stars, 2 stars. You're gonna do great. So just a little bit tad bit. If you missed that video, make sure you go back and watch it, because those are the bases that I'm running right now in Just Ordinary, and I'll be using those, maybe not for Champs 1 because I don't want people to see all my traps and spy and all that. So maybe not quite. Look at him swagging Grand Champ ability, Queen's ability, and the Invisible spell. So awesome, Ghost. Anyway, I might not be using them for me, but we will be cycling them through in our clan in some shape or fashion because they are great bases. I'm using them for Legend League. I'm using them for Wars. You name it, we're using it. So yeah, let's check out. Let's see who got some fresh triples here, because we love watching the fresh triples. Let's go ahead and show Cam. Okay, yeah, this was a Town Hall 16 variant base. It looks like Cam's doing the RC charge drag. Imagine that. Everyone's using it, right? It's the best attack in the game. Or the Root Riders. A lot of people are going towards that Root Rider one. Yes, it works. I was just bored of Root Riders. I needed to move on to something different, and I did, and I love it. This drag attack's great. I hope that the nerf doesn't change my attack capabilities too much. And if it does, then I'll just adapt and overcome. We'll go with a new attack strategy and go from there. But yeah, Cam's doing really the same strategy that I use in all shapes. He's using the Grand Champ and exactly where I would have. He's using the Queen's ability right where I would have. So have you been watching me, Cam? I hope he's watching this video, because then that would prove my point even more that he's watching my attacks and, copying. But no, regardless, I mean, he's unique. He's learned. He's doing a great Legend League push already. It's the start of the new season. So yeah, good times. Cam's, putting in those reps and getting some triples already, and using the best strategy in the game right now. I want the meta to change, but I don't want it to drastically change like my hit rate, obviously, because like I'm doing pretty well right now. So I don't want to change that too much. All right, let's see. Number 1, Cam got a fresh trip on their number 1. Let's go ahead and check that out. These are all essentially max bases now. So when you're watching like these top people, their defenses in Wars, like they're maxed, right? So there's essentially nothing more that they can update. Maybe like a couple air bombs or the ground bombs that you have, but this is just showing how OP the strategy is, because there's nothing else that they can improve other than the structure and the layout of this base. And Cam's proven that this is just too easy for him right now. Yep, so I would have done the same thing. Put the Queen, use the arrow right in the corner. The drags go around the smaller side where everything's already been taken out for the most part. Creates a good funnel. And then the rest of those drags and the minion prints go through the core. Unfortunately, that Grand Champ on the backside got taken out really early there. Didn't really get a whole lot of defenses. And then that Tesla farm spiked up too, which doesn't help his cause. But, as long as those drags, man, they pulled like 4 Seeking Air Mines just in that little compartment, which is, it's good that he pulled them, because the rest of this army is going to come around the backside flank and get the triple. But yeah, Cam's been doing awesome. As you can see, he was 3 for 4 out of the accounts that we just saw in this war, and he's really stepping up, especially because we like to joke with him a lot. So good times. Good job, Cam. Proud of you, man. All right, let's go with Casey, one of the oldest members in Just Ordinary. He's doing the same strategy, the RC charge into the core, and then using the drags. And, it's like rinse and repeat, right? We see this attack all the time. It's the best attack in the game. You guys definitely need to use it if you're not already. And yeah, get those triples while you can, because it's not going to be around forever. So just enjoy the meta. Enjoy the meta. That's all you can do, right? So KC, yeah, he did a great job with his ability there. Unfortunately, wasn't too quick on that invisible spell, and the RC gets taken out while using that ability. And then he's going to go ahead and use a E-drag to funnel a little bit easier to get that chain value. And then he's using the Warden with the Rage rather than the Warden with the Heal, which is also a little bit of a change. And then, but the super minions in the CC are the same. The roles of what everyone's doing is the same, so it's working out. Used a great Warden's ability over the core there, avoided all those red bombs and all those traps that were just killing those drags over there. And then he did a really smart job with using the recall spell where he did, because using it, the queen where he was, it was able to keep that funnel into the core and make sure that this wasn't going to be a time fail. Really good archers on the backside too. I know it's only 2 archers, but those structures, those back end structures, even if it's 1 or 2, they really make the difference in like time fails and life or death, right? Like 2 to 3 stars, because the drags are really slow, and with as slow as they move, that distance between those 1 and 2 structures could cause, the fail there. So really, really, really need to pay attention to those cleanup troops on the back. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start from the bottom. We usually go from the top down, but let's go ahead and go starting from the bottom up. Right. So here we have NATO. NATO is kind of near to my heart. He's been with me for a very long time. And when he joined Just Ordinary, he actually was in Midnight Legion, but he left Midnight Legion to join with us. Obviously, that is a huge value added. Anything away from Golden X and Midnight Legion makes my day. We're not necessarily allies. And the same with, the guys from Savage Elite. So it really works out, and I'm appreciative of it. And NATO has been a great add. He's a very well attacker in Champs 2, and he's moving on to probably doing some Champs 3 stuff. Notice on this attack, his Grand Champ died early, but guess what? He has 7 invisible spells that he can use for the rest of this raid, which he's going to get a triple on, right? Now, one pesky thing that I said is that Inferno Drag, if it gets pulled and there's no attacking army that's going to target that Inferno Drag, it could really, really, really be a hindrance. But luckily, he's got all of these wizards that are coming out of the CC that take it out before even the dragons need to focus on it, right? He uses a great Warden's ability right over the core. He's protecting from 1, 2 multi-archer towers, the spitter, the mono, and then the scatter that's coming into play there, and then the inferno towers. I mean, great Warden's ability. He's doing a great job performing and executing at this level. He's using these invisible spells perfectly. He's able to keep that queen alive and take out those defenses around the flank, which again prevents any time fails to happen. So, even if the attack didn't go according to plan, he was able to adapt and overcome, and he executed flawlessly. I mean, he was able to use those invisibility spells to secure his, make sure there's no time fail and take out a few more defenses. So, excellent job there by NATO. Okay, now I would show Dragonborn a little bit more, but that's Dova, so we already see a lot of his stuff. He's super OP, and I know he watches a lot of these videos, so I'm sorry, Dova. I'm going to skip you for this one. Please forgive me, but we got to show some other talent in Just Ordinary, right? So that way they feel valued and appreciated, because we appreciate them. So Sean 2.0, this is Sean V Legacy, and I think I gave a short intro about him a little bit ago when he was in Wirewolves with me and Avacon and Lid, and there was a few other people. If you guys remember, blast from the past here, but remember the 3-star chat online where all the OP players were in the 3-star chat, and we would post like how to, attack bases, we'd network, we'd join clans, we'd recruit, all that stuff. Well, Sean was a part of that whole, clique and group. So yeah, anyway, he hit me up a couple weeks ago and was like, hey, you guys got any room? We were together in Wirewolves. I was like, of course, dude, I remember you. And that's kind of a rule that I have with Just Ordinary and, the people in the past, is that if you warred with us in the past and you've been a part of Just Ordinary's past, and unfortunately we got separated over the years, you're more than welcome to come back and war with us. You're a welcome member to come back, and we want to have you. We want to ensure that you feel valued and you have a home because you were a part of this great clan's history. We want you to be a part of it now because, we're shooting for the moon, aiming for the stars, so this is going to be great. Yeah, Sean, great hits. He's attacking in both of our clans, Warlock and Just Ordinary. So very, very, very good player, and excited for all of his upcomings that he's going to have in the clan. All right, so last one we're going to go with Izanagi. This is the one that I keep talking about. He got a new personal best, I believe. Don't hold me 100% to that, but he was on the route for the personal best going into the last day, and he already had a defense. So unless he messed something up severely in attacking, he should have got a new personal best. And we'll actually check his profile real quick after this, and then see what he placed last season, because he was very high. He was definitely top 1,000. So, wow, he created a very good funnel here. Uses the Queen's ability, Giant Arrow, to make sure that it triggers that Town Hall. And then he's going to send his Root Riders to the corner. Oh, I love that pathing that he made for this raid. Those Root Riders and Valks have no choice but to go straight into the core there. Granted, that Hero Hall had to get taken out first. But then before that Invisibility Tower sparks up again, he's able to take it out. And then these troops just go right into the last little section there. And really just, the troops are split up just evenly and pushing straight through the last little section there perfectly. He even has an Overgrowth spell to swag, and the last troops coming across. So Izanagi, insane. He's got some of the best attacks I've seen. He does a lot of Champs 1 with us. He has like 2 or 3 accounts that he'll do with us. Let's go see. He was a little bit lower down. Oh, there he was. Izanagi. What did he get? 327. I called it. New personal best. His previous before that was like 700 and something. So a new personal best, 327th in the world at 5,994 trophies. That's insane. Excellent job. Congratulations. Now I better see top 200 this season. We'll see how that goes, bud. Anyway, that's the recap for Just Ordinary versus Austriax. Thank you for paying attention and sticking to it. We hope to see you guys in the next video, and share the word, guys. We're just trying to get out there, spread the word, and get to our 10K followers by the end of 2025. Whether that's in lieu of fitness, whether it's for running, Clash of Clans, whatever it may be, we want you to involved and be a part of this channel. So I appreciate you guys. Catch you in the next video.